Yo, what is going on YouTube? It's your boy Mosballin, and I updated the King of the Court lineup. You guys probably seen that in the last video. If you didn't, this is the team. I showed you guys how much I picked up Victor for, Al Harrington for, Andrew Wiggins, where we got Canyon, all that good stuff. This is the squad that will hopefully get us a prize this week. I'm not the type to make excuses. Last week I was telling you guys I was definitely delayed, and at the end of the day I'm a man, so if I lose, I lose. I ain't too upset at it if it's in my control. When it's a part of delay, it's kind of sad. It feels like I'm being handcuffed and they're telling me to do something like hit somebody with, like, I don't know, it just isn't fair. And I hope this week we're not delayed. I hope that's the case. You guys will not be watching any of the games live. I'm trying to be a little bit more locked in than usual. I got headphones ready on deck so we could lock in and all that good stuff. Hopefully we can win some games this week. Now, I was very hopeful going into this that we would get a lot of new players playing because of this Dunktober Deluxe. You had to play 3 games. You didn't have to win. You could have lost all of them, but you just had to play 3 games for this. So I assumed some people would try just in case they could get something good, and that would also mean that the leaderboards would help us out in general, right? Because more people equals the top 1% gets bigger. It gets a little bit, instead of 10 people in it, it'll be 20 people, it'll be 30 people. So I was hopeful that this could help us in the long run. So here we are jumping into game 1 as my boy Ronnie just misses on Paul Pierce. Yes, Paul Pierce got a stop on me. This guy's team was interesting. He had some diamonds and whatnot, and then he had a random ruby center. Honestly, the center wasn't even that bad, but I will never ever lose to a Paul Pierce. That's like something in my head, bro. He was passing that rock though faster than fast. He was doing his thing, and look at us completely locking up, all for him to green that at the end. Now, a lot of our players are brand new. That's something we gotta note. So a lot of first time buckets. So here's Oladipo's first bucket. My issue heading into this is I had absolutely 0 practice with this team, man. Like, Oladipo don't need practice, but overall you still need to know your guys' jump shots. We were talking about that in chat, and I was explaining how I just come into games and try to learn them as a first white. I think it's very important not to get too high, too low in these. Definitely one of those things. I wasn't that composed throughout. I could have been better, and shout out to Elgin Baylor, man. If he had a better jump shot, I'd love the man as I get a white bag. Now, we did have delay in this as well, as Al Harrington gets his first bucket, but thankfully this week I was able to play the game a lot better, a lot more. That was something great, as I got caught in a screen there, and Elgin Baylor needs to go. You know what else needs to go? Just the fact that everyone hits whites and then I can't shoot to save my life. The thing is, he really has so much potential. His defense is cracked. It's just like, what else can he do? And the answer is nothing, as I'm bailed here, right here. Look at this, man. Absolutely nasty stuff. I tried to dive for it, and instead it leads to him getting a wide open 3 ball. Here's his cracked out ruby I was talking about, bro. Bro just horsed Ronnie like it was nobody's business. Look at Elgin's defense recovery right there, but for some reason can't pick up the ball. He's just like so bad and so good at the same time. So you already know I had to take out Elgin, and that's Wiggins' first bucket. I want to say shout out to HTB for the Wiggins suggestion, and I gotta on-ball better, man. Like, the fact that that just happened, I was actually really off during this run. Like, shooting for me was cracked out terrible. There was a lot of different issues to it, and I don't know what that is, how that goes in. Our boy Kenyon Martin just checked in, and he'll get an assist to our first Wiggins 3. This was a really interesting first game for me, because I was just like feeling it out type vibes, like just feeling out how the day was gonna go. And if we ever plan to win any type of thing, we just gotta be smart. Like, Wiggins was off to a hot start here, and I should hit that, or at least be more patient not to take that shot, but instead I miss, and now they got transition numbers, right, or type vibes, and it sucks playing defense in transition. I'm really thankful about this Wiggins. I hope you guys can see the little lag. Like, I'm definitely lagging, delayed, and all that. The game was stuttering for us throughout the whole thing, but I told myself heading into it, I'm not making excuses. I'm just playing basketball, and hopefully everything works out in my favor type vibes. And I don't know how and I actually want to watch this back, because look at it on the floor. It says 0. I don't know how that went in. After something like that happens to me, I usually turn the ball over. I'm just so over it. I like completely like go lackadaisical type vibes, and now thankfully he missed that. That would have been bad right there if we went down 5, even though it's more than possible. And I'm trying to find my big fella, but it worked out that Rivers went in. We're out in transition here. I love transition because usually leads to an opening. I hope you guys like our ball movement on that stuff for real. And I don't know how or why he even shot that, and then he's shooting 3 free throws. Now I watched Splash play in King of the Court last week, and he does a lot of fades, so I need to learn fades. I'm better at them this year than previous years, it feels like. Big time steal there from Al Harrington, and this is a poster. So far for our first game ever with Victor Oladipo, he's looking good, and that can't happen to us. Free throws out of that. Another thing I really have to work on is that, like, that to me, I usually think that's an outlet pass, but the way it is nowadays, it's never going to be. You're always gonna get a stop there type vibes, and hopefully I can get stops back. I be trying too hard on. We almost got postered there. That was gonna be the nastiest poster, and here we go the other way. Tracy, good patience, and I suck. I had an opening, Victor wide open. I saw the clock here and I was scared to throw it out to that corner, even though I had way more time looking back now. So here we are in our first fourth quarter of King of the Court, week number 4, and I hate going through screens like that, bruh. I feel like our team got so much better. It's just me, like, I should have dove here. I didn't think I could reach it, or I thought maybe I could reach it about foot speed better than a dive. And realistically, every possession counts, right? Every position counts. Look, there's 6 seconds left, so I'm like, I just gotta play defense, build the wall, and I let him go right past us. Now we gave him an opportunity to tie or take the lead here, which is a really bad thing, and we are literally leaving him wide open, man. I'm surprised he didn't take either of those shots. He's being patient, he got it to the rim, and I'm just trying to move around. He passes the ball more than me, and I pass the ball a lot, so that's saying something. Gets an open look right there. Thankfully misses, but look at the tip-in. Now there's something that happens right here in this play that I hope 2K fixes, because I don't understand it at all. Look, I help off right here and it jumps. It does that so often, so many times. I always try to find out why it does that. Thankfully he ended up missing there, but that could have cost us the game legitimately, realistically, and it cost us games a lot of the times. We got a wide open Vicky, 17 for the kid, and that was all she wrote. That's how we ended up 7th to start off. It was our first game, so obviously a lot of things were gonna happen, but this is probably the closest I'll ever be to Splash in my life. Splash is the guy that won last weekend, and I assume he's always going to win, so we just have to try to stay as close to him as possible. Here we are in game number 2 as Tracy misses at the rim, but I can't get offensive rebounds. Offensive rebounds are my kryptonite. We're playing against CP3. Last time we played a point guard, we sold. We got absolutely cooked in that Monte Ellis. If you guys remember that, that should have been my steal there. There's like 2 seconds left. 1 second. He gets a 3 off and greens it. We played a full minute without scoring, so you already know the move. Pump fake equals 2. But this game was really tough to start. This guy was good. He was switching off me so much, so I had to try to do it back to him, and instead it was getting me cooked 10-2. But you guys know we couldn't give up, right? We had to try our best. Had to, as we get another stop here, possibly, as he calls a backdoor cut, the worst thing in the world. You guys are gonna witness the biggest backdoor cutter of all time, and I love getting a screen right there out of bounds to a 3. Now we have a couple seconds left heading into halftime, so I was trying to get a shot off, you feel me, and I'll take whatever it gives me. So we got a mid-range to cut it to 1. Starting the second, we were able to take the lead. We were, and look at this play right here. Tracy, I should have got a block there, not a foul, but that's just life sometimes it is what it is, as we get a turnover, and turnovers lead to free buckets, man. It always will, man. It always will. Look, it's so hard to get back. It's so hard to figure it out. That's why I'm constantly telling myself to play smarter, be smarter, as that shows you the delay right there. Watch it one more time. Wide open Şengün. I got like a very late. That's crazy. This man's starting lineup was playing the whole first 7-8 minutes, and that wasn't fun at all, but his bench just got up. My goal was to take over when his bench comes in, as I'm patient there, and we miss a dumb shot, man. You gotta hit that most, but I appreciate that. Sometimes you gotta be careful passing the ball up. We started getting a couple stops, and that led us to some buckets. Unfortunately, we couldn't always get stops. Watch the play. I already see it. This is where I see it, so I bring over Winslow to stop it, and I gotta guard that better because he still was able to fade off me. Now, this is one of the weirdest plays you'll ever see in life. Legitimately, look, couple seconds left. I jumped out there, and he still was able to fade and make it to to tie it up, and then he was able to get this screen. I don't know what was wrong with us. Being down at halftime was not something we wanted, not something we were looking forward to. We miss a bunny here, but look at Ronnie looking up. Come on, guys. I don't know what happened here, but we ended up scoring with Vic. It worked out in the end. I'll be real with you guys. I could have played so much better in general. Like, this Tracy was really selling me, bro. Like, that's a transition 3 we have to hit. That gives us momentum. That helps like solidify us up a good amount, and then instead I give him 3 the other way. Thankfully he missed it. Him missing was absolutely huge, but it's not something we could count on reliably, and that was a beautiful play by him to basically suck me down. Whoa, pause. But you guys know what I meant, basically the ability to make us crash and then be able to do that. And we got a steal here, and all I have to say is shout out to the being able to make layups thing. I hate it so much. I wish they would remove it. It's actually broken that I don't have to time that. Our defense was all over this for the most part. He did get a rebound here, and I was really upset until Victor Oladipo did what he had to do and stole that to put us up 10. And that was basically this game in a nutshell. We started off down 10-2, but we ended up going up 14 at the end of it. He held it here, so I couldn't run it up anymore, but we didn't really score in the fourth that much. But regardless, we got a win. A win is a win. We gotta say one of the best things about this is getting Dunktober event packs, right? Getting the Dunktober event. We'll open all those later. I'm no longer on the sheet. We see we weren't close to splash no more. Here we are in game number 3. All I gotta say is Elgin Baylor is done, bro. I've been starting him every game for his defense. His jump shot was reliable last KOTC, right? Or whatever, when we were playing with him. I felt like he was hitting when I needed him to. And this time around, it was impossible. But look at this dude, bro. He literally was running that every single time for the whole game. I'm not even joking. I'm serious. Al Harrington 3. I suck completely suck. That's why you practice people's jump shots. Realistically, that's the reason right there. You don't want stuff like that to happen. And I don't know what that is. If he would have made that, I would have been a little upset. But this game is going to be really interesting, to say the least. For real, as Elgin Baylor, that's an and 1. This dude had 0 offense. I don't even know his name, so I can't even make fun of him. But like, realistically, bro, if you know who you are, your offense was trash, man. It's not even that right there. It's more of the fact that you kept running cut to basket every play. That's all he did. Straight up cut to basket from start to finish. And there were times where I wasn't guarding it well, like right there. I was nowhere near the vicinity. I just wasn't guarding it. And then I threw him the ball away. Like, I just was being dumb at times. Definitely something that I gotta be better at. But even then, when I try to be better, we see it right there. Look, and he still scores at will. Usually my first quarter is just feeling out my opponent. I want you guys to watch right here. Look, I'm trying to get that and I completely miss it again. And at that moment, I'm like, bet, bro, you are donezo, for real. So my game plan here was to watch the paint, right? I was just gonna watch the paint and I was gonna dare him to shoot. And need I say, this man could not shoot a basketball to save his life. As I turn it over there, no, we got it, we're chilling. Oh yeah, jump for daddy. I love it when you jump for me. Mission is the same, man. Show me you can shoot and I'll change the defensive plan. Otherwise, there's 0 reason for me to change it. And he got a fast break point here to cut it to 2, and I was upset. Why am I upset, you might ask? Because this game is rigged, bro. It's straight up rigged. Look at our defense, bro. We are lockdown defenders at times, man. I know that's Pau Gasol and it's hard to stop, but that shit ain't going. I'd agree with you guys if you told me he went up strong, but this man did a little like up and under. Like Wiggins could have just went like this and it would have been a block, but instead we gotta watch this man do cuts and me miss them over and over again. Now this was the moment I told myself I'm done with those cuts, and I'm using Ronnie. Ronnie's a great interceptor at the end of the day. This kid really was doing that every play. I don't know why I wasn't stopping it earlier, but I decided it was time. When I say every time, you guys don't believe me, and this is barbecue chicken alert. This is when he realized he couldn't do it every play anymore, and then he started trying to just zoom right in here. Look, he tried to just do that instead, and that worked out for him a little. Thankfully, we had a double-digit lead going into halftime. I see the play, so thank you for the steal. I said I was done, though. Usually I'm done when the second half comes around, and that's when we can start start wrapping this game up, right? That's when we start realizing this game was never a game. It was chill, and I don't get a stop there. I was giving minutes to Rodman and everybody. Honestly, Şengün was playing pretty bad overall for some reason. I don't know why. His jump shot was not reliable for me today. Sometimes with the delay, I can't figure it out, and then I fall asleep on plays like that. I can't mentally lock in for that long. Like, if, like, you see, like, how do you just stay... I'm just not sure how he doesn't get bored of doing that over and over again. And I put in Nate Robinson there. I was hoping to get his first point. I scored with everyone else in this, so I was hoping Nate would get one for us. We saw him get his first assist. I already know the defense is going to be bad, and he cut again, bro. Oh my. I need you guys to watch this mismatch right here. Nate Robinson. Is it a mismatch? Not in my house, bro. Not in my house. He missed. I don't know how that happened. That was actually crazy. Nate, this is your chance to score your first bucket. I forgot your jump shot is slow, but we get a white. Let's get it. And that's honestly all she wrote for this game. We can stop showing it. We could have stopped showing it a while ago. There's nothing to see here, ladies and gentlemen. I love his team name, the whole try, and I appreciate you trying, but don't do the same play over and over again. That's not trying, bro. That's like... I don't know what that is. It's just boring, annoying, because you know it works against the CPU, and then you know I have to guard you not CPU. Like, I was guarding you on ball, and then now I got to do some other stuff. So please try it differently. And we made it back on the same list as Splash. That is a, like, I don't want to say like accomplishment. I'm glazing, bro. Big time glaze right now. But we made it to 7th with 2 hours and 50 minutes left, and that 3-game winning streak was coming to the test right here. We're going up against Giannis, Paul George, he's got Shane Battier, and honestly, I know his bench is probably lethal if this is just his starters. Now, this game, we were going to have to be perfect, and for some reason, I never took out Elgin, so he was our first bucket. I will say, however, I cannot shoot in this game at all. Just something was up, bro. It really was, and he was picking, popping us to death. Thankfully, for the most part, our defense is good, even though we do dumb things and we take those. But honestly, Tracy could not buy a bucket for me, bro. I was missing. I wish I saw the box score. I didn't. I just wanted to see the box score on Tracy. I'm not telling you guys if I won or lost, but Tracy was so awful. You guys saw that tip? You see that tip, bro? Just double tip for no reason, all for him to be able to score right here at will, right? That's what's gonna happen. You already know it. 4 seconds left, 5 seconds left. I'm trying, I'm fighting. Give me the block, baby. We locked in. Unfortunately, we were playing the Monstars, and you can't be locked in for a couple possessions. You got to be locked in for the whole game. One thing we didn't even note is he has his HUD off, so we don't even know who he's controlling. He's in a full court press, and then I don't know who he's guarding, so that was frustrating in itself. It's okay when people turn off their HUDs. Like, honestly, like, I don't mind it that much all the time, but sometimes when they're good, it really is like very impactful. Like, you want to know who they're on defense, because you want to know how to move the ball. I don't mind you off balling, but I want to be able to move. And this was an extremely bad game to get called for a moving pick, yet every single time he sets a pick, it's beyond effective. I don't come out to it, and he's wide open. Watching this game back now, I would have changed a couple things. The main thing, the defense, I definitely would have made some adjustments. I feel like I should have put someone better on PG. Like, I don't know, like, I love Tracy and whatnot, but it wasn't it. And I don't know how Chris Paul got a rebound there. Offensive rebounds, always wide open threes. And it's frustrating, right? When something like that happens, it's frustrating. I like my patience overall in this game, but I was still making dumb decisions like that. That should have been a foul in my opinion. But instead, it's a wide open dunk for him. And this is where this game got really bad. It was my fault. I mentally got out of focus. I just really was like, bro, I can't win this. And the moment you do that in life is the moment you lose. The moment you stop being locked in, the moment you think you lost is when you lost. 1000%. That goes for everything in life. Just remember that, guys. Please remember to be positive always. And I told myself that. I was like, bro, come on. We could lock in. It's still a long game. I'm not gonna sit here and just lose like this. You feel me? We gotta be better. And shout out to Wiggins. Unfortunately, no matter how much we tried, wanted it, we give up stuff like like that. I had to put in Winslow with how bad my boy Tracy was, and Winslow was knocked down. He was helping us cut into this. That was the plan. I wanted to cut into this as bad as possible, and we started doing that to the point where he had to call a timeout. Unfortunately, that's all we got probably, because look, he has Jordan Clarkson's diamonds. I'm just trying to look at his bench. He has Al Harrington, that Tracy, the Dwight Howard, man. It's an absolutely disgusting bench, probably as good as our starters. And huge shout out to Winslow, for real, for real. He kept us in this game. The question is, how in it can you be? A high pick and roll there. I tried to guard it better, but there was nothing we could do. I tried to go quick to beat the buzzer here. I tried my best, and I did something stupid. No foul, and we gave him time. The crazy part is he was able to get a layup out of it. So here we are in the second half, trying our best to come back at it. And shout out to Kenyon Martin getting the block, and Andrew Wiggins all the way. We were able to get the game down to 4. Big 4, man. We right here. We were down like 11, 12, whatever, and he doesn't miss. Now, this was one of the dumbest plays of all time, right? I was trying to be calm, cool, collected, but I wasn't. I threw the ball away, man. I hate that so much because he's just too smart. But remember, guys, we can't give up. We cannot. We here, baby. I hate looking back at a game being like, yo, we really had a chance. The pick and fades, man. If I just guarded them better, if I was anticipating. But unfortunately, I wasn't. I was too locked into not knowing who he was on defense, to not knowing what this was happening here, to turning the ball over, to trying to run back, to giving up threes, down 10 again. He's just really fast, man. He's really fast. You blink and you're down. But Wiggins, man, he's so good. Couple seconds before the fourth quarter, we can make it the closest we've ever been. Tracy McGrady selling all day, man. I genuinely cannot express enough how much that man was selling, man. He was straight up selling the whole game. I should have taken him out earlier, man. I really should have. And I hate that I played good defense there. We had less than 2.5 minutes left. We took a Victor Oladipo. That should have been an N1, bro. Should have been. Instead, we went and missed the first free throw, and thankfully got blessed on the second. We were trying to make that comeback here as Wiggins corner pocket. Wiggins does not miss, bro. We love you, HTB. He literally DM'd me to pick him up, and I gave up a 3 on the other end. Now, I need you guys to watch this right here. Please take a look. Hey, big shot there. Al Harrington going to the free throw line to shoot 3. And we get a very early look. I'm shooting with the button. Look, I know I'm delayed. I'm using the meter now, right? I'm using the meter now. I learned my lesson from the shots, whatever button, it's not working. And then for some reason, I'm still missing free throws. That's 3 missed free throws you guys just witnessed. I missed 3 of those things, bro. I hate myself. I hate myself. I hate myself. I hate myself. Like, yes, delay, yes, whatever. No, you don't miss free throws. They're called free throws, bro. Free throws. And as always, he's gonna hit both of his because nobody else misses free throws but your boy. Nobody else. You can always rely on me missing a free throw down the stretch. Always. Shout out to Wiggins right here for missing the jumper, bro. I stink, man. I stink. I appreciate him rushing there. He could have held it, but that's his game, man. That's his game. He was getting those threes off quick. He was doing it in a hurry, and I'm playing too fast. Looking back at it, I hate when I play this fast because it makes mistakes. It's literally a mistake waiting to happen every time. My guys aren't moving correctly. I'm literally lost. Completely lost, but it somehow turned into a Victor 3. So it's a 1 possession game with 40 seconds left, and I'm like, anything is possible, right? One stop here and we have an opportunity. Legitimately, all I need is 2K to not mess me up. Just bless me one time, and they did. A Giannis miss. I thought I wasn't gonna pick that up for a second. A Giannis miss. I mistimed that pass right there. It wasn't where I wanted it to go, but I wanted to calm down a little bit. I told myself I'm not forcing this. I'm not forcing this. I'm taking whatever's available. I was hoping for a foul there. It didn't happen. But with 12 seconds left, we just gotta pray this dude misses his free throws if he can. And thankfully, 2K did just that. He missed one. It's not just me, ladies and gentlemen. He missed one. We have an opportunity to tie or take the lead, even with 3 missed free throws in this quarter. So I was like, all right, let's go fast. Let's figure this out right here. No timeout needed. We got this. And I definitely didn't have that. I'm just being serious. I messed up right there. Watch it back. This is the moment I called the timeout. I should have threw it out to Winslow. That's why I rushed. That's why I don't call timeouts. If I threw it there to Winslow, I think he gets an open shot, and I can hit that. I can. What did I hit it? Who knows? But realistically, I shouldn't have called a timeout. If you call a timeout, you call it early. You don't call it that late in. Instead, this was the play call. This is what happened. And I didn't know who he was guarding, right? I didn't know who he was guarding. And for some reason, it didn't let me shoot. I promise I shot that ball. It's funny because he ended up making it, but it just wouldn't let me shoot it. I don't know why. It just would not. I'm really upset that I didn't even get a shot off. That's really devastating. And that was loss number 1, pushing us out the top 1%. And this was going to be a long run. 2 hours and a half. We can't let losses get to us. Next game, our opponent had us paused, and I don't know if this was a smart thing that he was doing. Look, because he unpaused and I was not ready. I was not ready, so he got a 3, but thankfully I recovered. People be playing games differently, man. They do. Look at this take. No block there is frustrating, but it's nothing compared to how frustrating this is going to get down the stretch. This was one of the most frustrating games of all time. There's a lot of bad decisions on my part that we're going to watch together, like this pump fake right there. Why do you pump fake? You got to shoot that with confidence. If you're not going to be confident with your players, there's no reason they should be on the court. And see, it led to a 3 the other way. So after that last possession, I was like, all right, I'm shooting this time. So I shoot it from there with Elgin, which was dumber than dumb. But we had to get back in transition to get on stops. And for some reason, he was not missing. I'm not even exaggerating. This dude did not miss a shot. Those were his only greens, by the way. I don't know if it was 1 or 2 we watched, but it's all whites now. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm literally going to show you a good portion of them. I'm not going to show you all of them, but just please watch all the whites that are about to drop. Thankfully, 2K gave me 1 of them back. Just 1. I was able to hit that one right there. But overall, my jump shot was atrocious, and this man was getting whatever he wanted. I hate watching this game back because, like, it was really frustrating, bro. I can't believe he's whiting that. This is one of the funniest shots I've ever hit in my life. Look, he greened that in traffic. Yet, I couldn't hit wide open with him last game to save my life. We got called for a moving screen, which is probably one of the worst things to get called for in a game like this. Then a layup like this goes in on the other end. Then this happens. Watch it. Off a score, he gets a wide open dunk. I'm not sure what's more frustrating, like whites going in or not getting a steal like that. Like, that's frustrating. I'm pretty sure homeboy did not miss anything besides that fade and this layup. Everything else, I'm pretty sure, went in. We started getting stops in the 3rd. I was hoping I would be able to get some, and we were. Right there, we were able to cut it to 2. Some people are really smart at calling timeouts. It cuts momentum. You guys need to call your timeouts better. Sometimes I'm late. I couldn't recover right there. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? White. The issue wasn't just that he was hitting whites, it was that I couldn't hit nothing, like nothing falling. That was a bad shot in general. I just knew Al Harrington had cleanup duty, man. He was really cleaning up. And after all those missed free throws last game, you think I'd be better? And I need you guys to see the time and score left in this game. It is a 9-point game with 54 seconds left. But remember, never give up till it's over. We were able to get a steal there. I'm turning the ball over again because I have no offense in my game. But Al Harrington is a bucket, straight up sniper. I love him so far. Cuts it to 6. And I'm like, if we could just get a stop, if we could figure something out, anything is possible legitimately. Unfortunately, I'm not the best at causing havoc. So we were just going to have to play the foul game. More than likely, that was really what it's going to come down to. And Chris Paul missing free throws didn't seem like a thing in our future, right? It did not. We just had to kind of score fast. That was the mission right now. If we could go fast after scoring, we have an opportunity. We just had to be smart. Look at us trying to collapse him there. And Al Harrington, 4-point play. Hit a 3 and 1. I was definitely hyped for that one, but it's not an N1 if you missed the free throw. He thankfully greened it, and that gave me all the confidence I needed, man. Me hitting a free throw like that gave me confidence. For some reason, 2K didn't want to give me that. That was the craziest pass I've ever seen in my life. I actually want to watch it back. He volleyball threw it. I tried to get it, and it just did not give me the animation for it. Instead, I'm hoping Jay Rich misses his second free throw, which he does. He hit the first one, but we still have a chance. It's only a 5-point game. I'm deciding to go fast there. We traded a 2 for 1, so it's a 3-point game. We're cutting at it slowly, and I'm like, can I just get one stop right here? That would be amazing, and we got a tip. but unfortunately it was still his ball. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. He got fouled. He hit his 2 free throws. There's 13 seconds left, guys. We know we don't have the real T-Mac that can make this comeback, right? We have a fake T-Mac. We don't really have an actual opportunity, but Wiggins says otherwise, man. This was one of the craziest comebacks you will ever witness, ladies and gentlemen. Here you got a foul and hope they miss. Obviously, this is literally that T-Mac comeback all over again. With a minute left, 9 seconds, this dude missed a free throw right here, and we have an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Miss or make, we have a chance to tie this bowl game. 4.6, I learned my lesson. I called a timeout, and now I'm trying to figure out what the play is, what the move is, what the vibe is. I get them all to crash, and I throw it to Al, who was so clutch, but he never had his feet set correctly. Take me back, ladies and gentlemen. I don't miss the shot twice in a row. Trust me. I really came back just thinking that I didn't want to get my second loss, and I'm really devastated. That's the pass I got out of that to that. Regardless, this man, I'm pretty sure, greened 2 shots or something like that, bro. Maybe he greened 3. But he just whited everything. I don't even think I showed you guys everything. I was so devastated. I looked back. He was not greening his jump shot. And now with 2 losses, we're about to be out the top 10%. My boy Splash number 1. We got 2 hours left. We're hoping we don't lose anymore. And just for content purposes, like so I can get this out quicker, I'm actually not going to show you guys this whole video, even though we could, but I don't even want to. Let's just say he came out to a hot start, 4-10. Then we heated up in the second, right? Making it a ball game right here a little bit. We were trying to take that lead. Thankfully, he missed there, and always chuck up the shot. You never know. You could get fouled. It could go in. It didn't there, but we're up 7. But Mans cooked us in the 3rd quarter. He definitely cooked us. Here we are. It's a 3-point game. We're trying our best. He has a solid team. He has Markel, man. Just big point guards giving us trouble. Thankfully, he missed that there, but am I going to be able to do anything with it? I was really patient in a lot of my passes in these games just because of the delay, and I got the worst animation Tracy could have got me there. That was a huge play right there if I make that, right? Definitely huge, and instead, thankfully, it didn't hurt us. But here we are in the 4th quarter. This is where it matters. Make or break. Big time fade right there by Draymond. Now, this guy, I can't say nothing bad about. This guy was a straight up shooter, and I'm pretty sure I was hitting whites on him, like straight up. I definitely was. This guy was not missing those little faders. I think I was a little too nervous playing this, like overall. I think too much was going on in my head, bro, but it was not fun. Knowing that you don't have a loss to give is tough. It makes you play different. I was really being patient, and Brody had a play call. I want you guys to see it the first time unfold. This is an easy play. Everyone knows this one, and this is an off ball, like deodorant play type vibes. I'm usually not an off baller, so I don't know why people run it on me. It's hard to like stop, you feel me? It's hard to stop, and not seriously, like it's not that hard to stop. I'm good at stopping it. It's just you got to pay attention. So if you fall asleep for a second, like right there, I fell asleep. I did not think he was gonna run that again, but he did. Led to open 3. Maybe we should have done some settings, possibly, just so that stuff doesn't happen to us. But right here, off a screen, the simplest screen, he ties it back up with 47 seconds left, and this game is really going down to the wire, like straight up. Watch this play. This is my play, right? This is my play. In the corner, usually you get a pick, you get an open shot. That was open enough for us to hit. But Tracy's been a sellout for me, straight up sellout. Completely. I don't know why I use him. I don't know what's wrong with him. He's been nerfed. He was so good before. I don't know how to use him anymore. And he did the backdoor cut there. I did not see it coming. That really hurt us with the cut to basket. 27 seconds left. We win or lose here, man. Usually you want to go fast. I don't know what I wanted to do here. I wasn't thinking. That's the problem, I think. I really wasn't thinking. I was just playing. And I think that's the bad part. I was just like doing movements, thinking I'm playing offline. And looking back, that's not what you want to do. I got really bailed there. Victor Oladipo is that guy. I know this man was mad. He definitely was mad. And all I know is I'm more mad because I'm not that guy. I'm just really not that guy. I can't hit free throws with anybody. That's not even my fault, like at the end of the day. Why is that my fault? Can you really blame me for missing that? Like, what did I do wrong? And instead, there's 5 seconds left with him being able to take the lead. We're not up by anything. We have no insurance, and I didn't even see that play right there. You guys can see the little lag right here, but it wasn't enough to like dictate us at the end of the day. That was just so bad that I didn't see the simplest cut. I obviously called the timeout back. We had one opportunity. What was the play? I decided to give it back to the guy that inbounded it, but he somehow never cut in. He just stood basically where he inbounded it. If only the second he inbounded it, he went into the three-point line, I'd probably have a good shot there. But instead, I took too many dribbles, not enough time to do all that. And shout out to my opponent in that last one. That's when I lost with an hour 37 left. 3 losses, 664 points. I was in the top 10 at the time. Obviously, I knew for a fact I would no longer be in there. Now, there is 8 minutes left. 8 minutes. Shout out to Splash for going back to back. Dude is a beast. He literally won last week, just won it again. That's just different. And as we wait for our 50% award, let's take our basketball. We don't even deserve this. We don't deserve anything. I don't deserve anything, man. I'm so disappointed in myself again. Yes, I was delayed the whole time. Yes, I couldn't do anything. Yes. I really happened to me. It's 100% true. But I was still in every single one of those games. I hit a couple free throws here or there. We win those games. Any little thing here or there, anything happens. And it's just frustrating to really think about at the end of the day like that. We are really that bad. It's my fault. I'm not blaming anything else. It's really my fault at the end of it. We're opening these packs, all of them. I'm literally writing them all down, seeing what I got from top to bottom, how many shoes, how many injury cards, how many players. We've got a good amount of players so far. You guys will see all the polls and all that great stuff, all the fun stuff in a giant video when I tell you guys I open 1,046,000,000 of these packs, hopefully. Hopefully that's the plan. So long games give you the 3-card thing. Sometimes there's players in them, not always, not guaranteed. So we're hopeful we can get a couple players in here, maybe, even though I don't deserve them legitimately. We have 2 packs left, then the Dunktober Deluxe, which also, once again, I'm not hoping for anything good, do not deserve. We got Caron Butler, gem of the game. That's fun. That's cool. I appreciate it. I like new cards. And can we get a player in our last one? We got a Ruby player. Let's get it. Why couldn't this be the gem of the game? Why Jalen Brunson, man? That is definitely not something we want. Dude has a big head for no reason. Oh, that is tough. It's all good. I like the opportunity to get new stuff or old stuff or just stuff in general. I was able to quick sauce. So one game we get extra prizes. And please don't be anything good. I don't deserve it. Legitimately do not. So we get a gold. That's what I deserve. Straight up deserve this and nothing more. Kenyon Martin Jr. We got his pops yesterday and now him. And this is exactly what we deserved. A gem of the game Ruby pack. Exactly what was needed. Shout out to Splash. Back to back. He absolutely obliterated his week 3 numbers too. He beat everyone's numbers here and there. Let's see what we get. I don't deserve anything, obviously. Tomorrow I'm thinking of streaming on YouTube. If you guys want me to do that, please let me know. We'll make it happen. Let's see what we get. Duplicate, I'm assuming. Hey, Lou Will, my boy, Lemon Pepper Lou. I ain't mad at it. With all that said, I'll see you guys later. It's been your boy Most. Hope you guys did better. Let me know how you did. Let me know what you got as a prize. Hope you guys did amazing. And I'll see y'all soon. It's been your boy Most. Y'all know the drill. And Ballin' out.